Yes, yes, yes. What is good, my people? Welcome back to Computer Music Academy's weekly homework podcast. I am your host, Tashir Say. Thank you for watching and thank you for listening. Welcome to week 136 of the weekly homework assignment / podcast. Shout out to my man, DJ Widebody, for using that intro throughout the entire month of August. This is the last week we're using it, and we're grateful. Thank you for giving it to us, my man. Moving on to something else next week. Shout out to everybody who is in the chat right now. We are popping right now. It's crazy. We are doing damn good. I would say that. Since we've been going live, and every week it seems to get better and better with the crowd, with the people who actually come through and hang with us live, and then watching the podcast afterwards. The numbers are going up every single week. So shout out to everybody that's been hanging with us, everybody that's new, everybody that will watch this in the future. Thank you. We appreciate you. All right. What are we doing? Week 136. This is what I would like to say is the final week before the end of summer. And of course, summer doesn't end until sometime in September. But as far as the official summer season, with all of the, vacations coming to an end for like temporary positions and children who are out of school and stuff like that, we only visited the movie assignment once this year. And I had to do things out of order because, if I'm not mistaken, we ended up switching what I would have done for Muhammad Ali and documentaries. So I wanted to go back and do the original assignment I did back in, I think it was June. And that is, again, well, before we go there, the At the Movies assignment is just like, the summer movie season goes off every year between late May to early September, if I'm not mistaken. That is the official summer blockbuster season. That's where all the big hits come in. But now, we have been doing this for the last 3 years, where we actually do an assignment called At the Movies. The second year, we did 1. Last year, we did 3. And this year, I at least wanted to get in 2. So, like I said, we did the Muhammad Ali first, which was actually documentaries, and not everybody did Muhammad Ali. That was cool. Now, for the second and the original plan, I get a chance to do this before the summer is out, we are going to tackle one of the greatest movie genres of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, we are tackling Blaxploitation this week. And we have 12 submissions that are going to be off the hook. I'm very certain of that. So before we go any further, let me give major shout outs to everybody that's watching with us right now. And it's a lot of people. We got No One You Know, RTO, Basement Chemistry, J Mitch, my man, Mon Placebo. What up, Steve? We got Mr. Wallace, Fat Von Free. My wife Samaya is in here. My girl, B.A. Mac is hanging with us tonight. Howard Knox, what up, dude? We got Young Davenport. We got Gemini in here. Dixie Freely. We got CX the producer. DJ Rugged One is in the house. What up, Brandon Gillette? Thanks for coming through. Jean Pierre, thank you. Agent Smith is in the house. What up, man? Thanks for coming through. Miss Tiffany, Miss Pam, Miss Lena, all in the house hanging with us tonight. And how we do it over here, if you would like to get a shout out, make sure you like the post so I could actually see that you liked it, and I'll make sure that I give you a shout out throughout the show, and definitely before the end of the show. Got my man Demi Glass is up in here, and Ron B is up in here also. So thank y'all for coming out. Let's get on with the show. Blaxploitation, ladies and gentlemen. Oh boy. Kicking things off this week, representing the DMV, my dude, Basement Chemistry.
Basement chemistry.
Motherfucker, you heard her.
It's time for you to start being some dude.
Basement chemistry.
Basement chemistry, kicking things off for episode 136. Doing what he does, bringing that real dirt. I mean, I love basement sound. Basement chemistry is probably the perfect name for dude because his is very basement and he gets very chemical, so to speak. He handles that business, but that was dope. Really dope. So, to go in a little further in depth with what the assignment is, it's basically, as with at the movies, you create a soundtrack or a song to score a particular scene in that movie genre. And of course, you can do it organically if you are an instrumentally talented person, or you could use samples. And in this case, you have the ability to go back and sample some old Blaxploitation soundtracks. So yeah, he did his thing with that. Really, really enjoyed that. Loved the drums, nice and dirty. Loved the samples that he chopped. A lot of guitar stuff in there, which was really dope. Had his drop in there a couple of times. Drum pattern and the what I want to say, the hi-hats and the swing of everything, really dope. Couple different change ups and just hitting hard. Definitely sounds like something. If we were to do, let's just call it, if we were to do Black Dynamite 2, shout out to one of the greatest movies of all time. Not just Blaxploitation, not just comedy, but shout out to one of the greatest movies of all time. But if we were to do Black Dynamite 2, definitely that would flow in there. I feel it would. And, shout out to Adrian Young, who scored that entire soundtrack. All analog gear, no software, and he played everything himself, or at least had other people help him out. So that was very dope. So yeah, Basement doing his thing as he has been doing every single week. My dude, thank you for being a part of CMA, and thank you for that submission, my dude. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce this next person who has actually been with us for about 3 years now, who has only contributed a few times due to several things going on. But I will say this. When this person comes through, she comes through. Ladies and gentlemen, next up is my girl, B.A. Mac. Yes, yes, yes. My girl, B.A. Mac, doing her thing as she normally does. I have been begging her to get in the podcast this year. She finally came through. Shout out to you. She just popped up in the chat. Shout out to you, young lady. Good Lord. That was dope. She kept it organic. She had really nice rolls and strings, and there were some keys, other keys in there, if I'm not mistaken. Had some horns in there. Very, very dope. I love that groove. It was nice and smooth. I could definitely see that, like, that could be like a riding scene where, you know, people are just riding through the city or whatever, or that's a situation where possibly at the end of the movie, you know, the hero, our protagonist, our protagonist, which we're assuming is a male, has his lady there and they're just chilling, kind of cruising off. However, you know, I can definitely see that. B.A. Mac doing her thing as usual. Way to kill it. And props for the cymbal roll off of the ride. That was dope. Very, very, very dope. Shout out to that. Shout out to my man Mike Lessinger that just stepped up in here. My dude, thanks for coming through, man. Who else we got that we haven't shouted out yet? James Link, my guy. What's up? Gigahertz is in here. BG, Blessed Girl is in here. Who else we got? Did we get everybody? Did we get everybody? Oh, I saw Tucson. Shout out to Tucson. I did see him come through. All right, cool. I think that's it for now. Thank y'all for watching. We're just getting started. Let's keep it going. Come back up to Detroit. Holla at my dude. No one you know. my man, your man, no one you know. This guy representing one of the more classic blaxploitation, I guess you can call that blaxploitation movies of that particular era, and then also using the soundtrack from that particular movie, which was, if I'm not mistaken, was by the Staple Singers. Let's Do It Again. Classic joint right there, dude. Love that. And he said he was having a little trouble trying to get everything together. It sounds fine to me, dude. Sounds fine to me. Love the drums. Love the sequencing and the chops. I love the filtering of the sample. All of that, man. Everything seemed to fit perfectly. I don't know what you were going through to actually get it together, but it seemed like you got it. It seemed like you actually hit the mark. I really enjoyed that one. Again, we have been documenting No One's progress, and he has been killing it. This dude is in a I'm not playing with y'all phase right now. Y'all gonna recognize me because I'm dope too. Yeah, you are. Very dope, my man. Killing it. Thank you for that submission. Killing it. Who did I just see in here? What up, Jamari Mack, my dude? Joseph Levi. What up, man? Thanks for coming through, dude. Good to see y'all, man. A couple other people. Okay, I think that was it. Shout out to everybody that's watching right now, man. Thank you. Moving on to a submission I'm very eager to hear, because dude has been on a roll since he returned. And I will say, the Carolinas are well represented tonight, North and South. We have B.A. Mack, who's from the North. Later in the program, we got my man DJ Lockturnal, who's from the South, but back representing the North again. Coming up next is my dude, Ron B.
That's right, brother. 3 the hard way. 3 cities and 3 of us.
The hard way. 3 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 the hard way.
Makes you think that 3 of them will survive the next 24 hours. Your Jimmy has aligned himself with 2 other savages.
1, 2, 3.
Yes, sir. You should know what that was all about. It was said throughout the entire joint. Ron B representing 3 the hard way. And I love what he said in his submission. He said it was the very first black movie his father took him to see as a child, 3 the hard way. It blew my mind to see these cool black brothers kicking ass on the big screen. Man, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And a very cool memory to have with your pops. Because trust me, I'm right there with you. We have a lot of memories like that. But he said major shouts out to Jim Kelly, Jim Brown, and Fred Williamson. All legends to our community. I'll say that. Those dudes, man, whew, good stuff. But the submission itself, very solid. Again, Ron does his thing. He is very good with drum programming and dropping and chopping samples, but then he also DJs, so he does cuts on his own stuff, and he pulls it all together in one very dope package every single time. I absolutely love your work, dude. I do. I really, really do, and I want you to continue. But I loved everything about this. I love the pace, love the tempo. It was smooth, yet it was still hard. You know, it hit hard. Man, that was very, very dope. Love the use of the Run DMC sample in there as well. Very, very dope. Ron B is doing good things, and we're definitely glad to have you back, bro. Big time. Thank you for that. All right. This is going to be very dope. I'm very, very sure of it. Coming up next is a gentleman representing the same place as the artist that he is honoring in this particular submission. We call him Gigahertz.
We are family. And that's what we're gonna stay. I got important business out there to take. And when I call you, I want you to come out there and shake your asses proper. You hear? Huh? Now get out there and make it look good. And Raquel, take that fucking jacket off. I didn't fail to sleep. Shut up. Now all you hoes sit down. I want to talk to you. Anybody thinking about leaving here will find my left foot squirt up their ass. Do you understand this? Shut up, you junkie whore. I'm talking to you. Those 2 bitches that left, they better learn to sell pussy in Iceland, because if I ever see them again, I'm gonna come their fucking throats. Come here. Like this. Put your ass to me. I tell you what you can and can't do with it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Look, man, I told you Gator ain't here.
Where is he?
He's in Alaska hunting polar bear.
Look, I told you I got to talk to this nigga. Now, this is square business.
Look, man, I told you Gator ain't here.
Where is he?
He's in Alaska hunting polar bear.
Look, I told you I got to talk to this nigga. Now, this is square business.
Well, I'll tell him I saw you. So you just take that money and shove it up your ass, you bounty hunting son of a bitch. Anything you want, you can have it. Listen to me. Forget them jive motherfuckers. You and me can both get business.
Cut that act, bitch. Or you get that piece out your ass in air conditioning.
Chuck Turner, you ain't gonna kill no woman.
Our man, Digga Mondane, a.k.a. Gigahertz. Yeah, bruh. If you didn't pick up on what was going on in the track or who was talking, he was showing major love to the man, the god, Isaac Hayes, being that they're from the same area down in Tennessee, Memphis, Tennessee. Yo, that was good stuff right there. And if I'm not mistaken, I think he said, let me get over here real quick. Yeah, representing Truck Turner. Man, I don't think I've ever seen Truck Turner, at least not all the way through. There's some Isaac Hayes joints, man. Not just the music, but this dude starred in some great movies as well. But I love what he did with, he had the beat rocking and he was taking different vocal segments from the movie. That was funny, especially some of the stuff that he used. Yo, that was real dope, but all wrapped up in one really dope package. And then at the end, sound like he used another part of the sample, or another sample, I should say, and made that beat. Man, this dude is killing it. Hurts, you my man. One and done. Love you, dude. That was great. That was absolutely dope, man. Thank you for that, man. Yo, shout out to my man Grussel who just stepped in the place, man. Thank you for coming through. My dude, he handled his business last weekend on the Scratch Magazine TV Dollar Bin joint. He did his thing and gave me some friendship today. So thanks for coming through, my man. And shout out to everybody else that's watching. Make sure you get your likes in because this chat is kind of goofy. But if you get your likes in, then I know that you actually represented today, and I can make sure I will make sure I shout you out before the end of the show. So thank you all for rocking with us. Now, we are getting ready to leave the normal territory for people who represent CMA. We're about to go overseas to the far end of the earth. Not as far as Australia, but close. We're going over to Japan to go holla at my dude, Fat Von Free.
People always tell me you look lost and so confused. I ask them, but I say, do you know my struggle? You ever walked a mile in my shoes? And I just, and then I hit them with I say, pushing man, on my own. Nothing you say is gonna change my soul. Pushing man. You say it's gonna change my soul. Pushing
Oh, gentlemen, the first step in this little tragedy was completed. I didn't ask you to come to my humble apartment tonight to endeavor to stun you with my superior knowledge of crime and criminals. I've asked you here only to prove to you...
Stop being super conscientious.
Let us proceed to the next event.
Come here to argue. I came down here as a friend.
Now, there's no use inviting unnecessary danger.
So what happens now?
Ladies and gentlemen, Fat Von Free. You over super talented at anyhow. My man. Woo. Originally from Texas, now he's stationed over in Japan. But this dude is a multi-instrumentalist. He does a variety of genres, as you see. He does blues, he does soul, he does country music, he does a little gospel. Of course, he messes with hip hop, he messes with a little jazz. He can do it all. Plays guitar, plays bass, programs everything. I mean, this dude is a beast. I don't need to say anymore because you just heard the proof. This dude is a beast. That was dope. That sounded like that belonged in one of those movies that we came up to. Real talk. That joint belonged in one of those movies, man. Good Lord. Stepped in his lane. Somebody posted it in the chat, said we stepped into his lane. Yeah, he killed that. Fat Von, my dude. Way to kill it, man. Way to kill it. All right. What's going on over? Holla at my dude in St. Louis, Dixie Freely. Dixie Freely. Talk about growth. Talk about a dude that is on a mission. That's one of them. And that's more proof right there. This dude. Yo. First of all, everything about that good Lord, submission was organic. He played everything out, all instrumental, no samples. Sounds damn good. Shout out for the selection of drums and the way you process them. Those drums stand out and they make everything else in the submission stand out because it's like, this is a serious joint right here. And it just pounds. It hits hard. That joint, man, he had brass, he had guitar licks. It sounded like there was some synths in there. He had, I think that was live bass. Everything about this joint was on point. There is nothing wrong with this. Absolutely flawless, Dixie. And you have been killing it, my man. Please, please, please continue to do so. And Miss Tiffany, thank you for having my man's back and helping him handle his business. Because, word is she's on him now. You got to make your submission. Did you do your submission yet? You rocking in the podcast tonight? That kind of thing. So it's good to have somebody, and I think a lot of us at CMA, male and female, are proof. It's good to have somebody that got your back so you can continue doing your thing. So Dixie, shout out, man. That joint was dope. Loved everything about it. The little vocal stuff, the couple of change ups, the breakdown. High quality, dog. Very, very high quality. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's see who we got. Let's get some shouts out. Shout out to my man Tucson. Not sure if I shouted him out before. Who else? Who else? DJ D-Man. Shout out to my mans. Hate that you're not in this one tonight, my man. I think you would have killed this. Shout out to Black Mav, my dude. He's rocking with us tonight. Thank you, sir. Thank you, man. Who else have I not shouted out just yet? Disciple Die. Thanks for coming through, man. Lou Williams. Stanley Gilbert. Thank y'all for coming through. Looks like a couple of new peeps right there. Hopefully y'all stay around. Rochelle Williams. Thank you for coming through, Miss Rochelle. Who else we got? I think that's it for now. Thank y'all for rocking with us tonight, man. This is great. I'm enjoying myself, as I do every Monday. I think I've said it plenty of times. This is like the highlight of my week, when I get a chance to do this right here, hang with my people who are watching, you know, in the chat and whatnot, and just listen to some really, really dope music. And if you enjoy what we're doing, make sure you like the channel, make sure you like the page, share the podcast, and come back and hang with us every single week. We do it every Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Facebook.com/Computer Music Academy. And we post the official podcast on YouTube.com/Computer Music Academy, as well as ComputerMusicAcademy.com the next day. So thank y'all again for rocking with us. All right. Let's go over to a gentleman we have not heard from in a little bit. He's going to come back and handle his business. And he's already stated he's doing it organically this time. Shout out to my dude, Ray D 3000.
Life is tough, baby. A real struggle. From the womb to the tomb.
To see me a funky dance. Dance, motherfucker, dance! Dance!
Ray D 3000, Sacramento's own, my dude. Yo, talk about authentic, real talk. Talk about authentic, like Blaxploitation, 70s type music. That's it right there. Like, Ray D is West Coast, and he always brings that West Coast funk when he does a submission. Even when it's of a different genre, he always finds a way to flip it into his own style, which implements the West Coast stuff. But this one, he went entirely different. he actually came through with the fully organic, which he normally does, but from the sound of it, he played all of the instruments. Like he had acoustic drums in there, which was real dope, making it sound like a real band is scoring this particular scene. Had keys in there, had the bass in there, which when the bass first came on, it kind of reminded me of the Cannabis, what is it, first round knockout, however, the joint he did against LL. That's what that bass line reminded me of. But when the rest of the stuff came together, man, woo, keys, he had organs, I believe I heard some guitars and whatnot in there, and it just really brought it all together organically, and it sounded authentic. The thing that really stands out to me is the fact that a lot of those instruments he played live, like during the song. So it really does sound like a sequence in a movie where, somebody is walking up on somebody's house or riding up on somebody's house. And it's, the mood is kind of mellow, yet dramatic at the same time. That captured that scene perfectly, Ray D. You are a beast. Thank you, dude. That was really, really, really dope. My man. Thank you. All right, we're going to keep it to the West Coast. Holla at a dude who just had to take off. He had to go to work, but I know he's going to catch this on the playback. So we're going to holla at my dude, Gemini 4D.
And a little sugar, honeysuckle land. Oh, believe it, I told them so. Yes, I can.
Gemini 4D kept it short this time. Kept it short and a little simple, but he still killed it. That was dope. That was very dope. It's a little more mellow than what we're used to from Gemini, but he definitely did his thing as he normally does. Very dope. Chops were on point. I think that was a Curtis Mayfield sample. I could be wrong, but it's definitely appropriate. Definitely like the bass line in there. He actually had some chops from like an organ, not an organ, like some keys or pads or something that actually were stereo pan that were repeating, and it fit perfectly. Had the really dope rim shot in there with the reverb. Crazy. Black Mav just said screw face. Yeah, for real. Gemini, my man, way to kill it once again. Thank you, my man. Thank you. All right, let's go back to the Carolinas. Holla at my guy. I haven't seen him tonight. I don't know if he's in here or not. I got to check. But let's holla at my dude, DJ Nocturnal. DJ Nocturnal, what the hell is wrong with you, sir? That was dope. Woo, that was dope. There was a lot of emotion running past the chat as that joint played. Holy crap. First of all, the way that joint started, like with the bass line and then had the strings come in. Oh my God. Then the drums actually kick in. Good Lord, dog. This joint was so cold. When the drums kick in and then the rest of the music kicks in, he has brass. Like I said, he has strings. I think I heard some keys in there. Sounds very dope. This really sounds like two things. Either like a scene where somebody is walking up, you know, to or riding up to somebody's house or something like that, staking them out, that kind of thing. Or what I would say first, and more importantly, what it would really be is like the intro, the beginning of the movie, as the credits are rolling and you see the cat, you know, who's our hero, you know, or our lady, you know, in the case of like Coffee, you know, walking down the street or something like that. Dog, that is perfect. Locke, what the hell, dog? This dude is a beast. Good Lord. And my wife said, okay, show's over. Everybody go home. There's a lot of people saying very similar stuff in the chat. Woo! Good stuff, man. Locke, beastly. He continues to rise. My dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Back to the West Coast to holla at my dude who always represents, and his wife has his back as well. Shout out to them. The power couple of the air fryer lemon pepper wings. Inside joke if you're in the community. Shout out to my man, RTO Beats.
Spending more bail money than I'm getting tail money.
Woo. RTO Beats, ladies and gentlemen. The hatred is real. It is so authentic. Whoo, Lord. This guy. Now, for everybody that rocks with us, everybody that's within the community, we all hang with each other, you know, multiple times throughout the week, definitely on Mondays. For everybody that rocks with us, I'm going to read to you what he said in his submission. Here we go. I didn't do everything I wanted to do with it. Really? What else do you need to do? What the hell? Whoa, that joint, the way it came on, the way it actually hit when it hit. Woo. He had some bongos and other hand percussion in there. Drums were hitting so hard, so solid. The chops on the horns and a couple of other things going on as far as like vocal parts from the movies. I'm not sure what movie he actually sampled from, but it fit. He had a drop, well, I should say like a slight change drop combo around the 110, I think that is. And then brought it back to the main part. It just, oh my God. I'm done with you, RTO. We can't be friends anymore, Doug. We cannot be friends. Wilding out, dude. Good Lord. Thank you, sir. Sheesh. All right, now let's bring it back up to Detroit for the final submission of tonight. Our guy who always brings it. He has never submitted a whack track. I have never heard a whack track from him in general, and that includes when he used to rhyme. So closing out episode 136 is my man, Mr. Wallace.
And let me pass before they have to be pulling these hush puppies out your motherfucking ass. Double negative.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Wallace closing out episode 136 of the weekly homework assignment / podcast. What the hell, dog? This dude comes through. Good Lord. First of all, let's go to the submission. Joint samples of Rolls Royces Keep On Keeping On from Dolomite. Special background vocals provided by Cleophas Reed. I think I already know what's up with that. Because there was a point in there where it's like, yeah. Oh my God. Wallace doing what Wallace does. Killing it. Love the intro, the build up. When the beat actually kicked in, the pace, the way that joint swings a little bit and it just kind of rides. You know, that kind of thing. Stupid groove. Love the samples he used and the way he filtered and chopped things up. Brought in some a couple of vocals, a couple of, I should say, snippets from the Dolomite. I'm not sure if that was the original Dolomite or any of those other movies, but used that. Had, you know, some, you know how Wallace does, ups and downs. Didn't do any like stutters or flipping anything around. At least I don't think I heard it. But he kept it real Wallace. This dude has a style, as pretty much everybody else, unlike everybody else. He does his thing, and I absolutely love when he gets a chance to participate. You're a beast, dude. Thank you. That was sick. That is it, people. That is the end of the podcast, and that is the last podcast of August. Summer's come to a close. We're officially about to go into the fourth quarter of the year. Man, what the hell? What the hell? Let's get some shouts out, man. Show props, show love for everybody that came through tonight. If this thing would open up. Browser is moving. Well, Facebook in general is moving very slow, for me at least. All right, here we go. Shout out to everybody that rocked with us tonight. Dixie Freely, Davenport, Mr. Wallace, James Link, RTO Beats, DJ D-Man, Black Math, Basement Chemistry. My man Slade came through. Thank you, sir. No one you know. Fat Von Free, my man Joe Levi. Yo, thanks for coming through, bro. I know you're busy and you're doing a lot of stuff with touring and whatnot. Thanks for coming to hang with us, for real. My man Jay Mitch, thank you for coming through. Blessed Girl, B.A. Mac, good to see you back in the fold, making music, and thank you for coming to hang with us in the chat tonight. Jamari Mack, Mike Lessinger, QB, Quentin Barrett, Gigahertz, my man Steven, a.k.a. Mont Placebo, doing his thing. He's very dope on that ASR and I like the old boom bap beats, man. He's very, very dope. That's my dude. Howard Knox, Gemini 4D, thanks for coming through before you left for work. CX the producer, John Clements, looked like somebody new. Thank you for rocking with us. Miss Tiffany, shout out to DJ Locturnal. Agent Smith, thank you for coming through, my man. Disciple Die, hanging with us as usual. Thank you, sir. Ron B, Lou Williams, Stanley Gilbert, Brandon Gillette, Miss Rochelle Williams, thank you. Miss Pam, DJ Rugged One, Jean-Pierre, Miss Lena, and I think I got everybody. I think I did. And my apologies if I did not call you out. You got to like so I can actually see and give you a shout out. The chat does not work the way it should over here. But that is what we do every single week right here on Facebook.com/Computer Music Academy. And we post the podcast, the official podcast, on YouTube.com/Computer Music Academy and ComputerMusicAcademy.com the day after we perform live here. And if you would like to be amongst the great talent pool that is at CMA. Do what we do, rock in the podcast, get the training, in the community, get the benefits and all of that crazy stuff. Come on over to computermusicacademy.com and join us. It is that simple. I'm done for the week. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you next time. See ya! Ha ha!